Hello and welcome to today's video. On day number 7 our goal was to hit 60% and you can see I'm a little bit over, but that's not really a big deal. With that said, let's pull the video and see how we did on day number 7. So our day starts in the thrones again, and yes, I'm gonna stay in the thrones forever till I hit 99. Because it is my favorite map this season. It's not the best map for EXP, it's just very good for the characters I play. Our first drop is a Raven Lore, and it hits a pretty sad, in my opinion, rolls. Not even thinking about the idea that it's ethereal, but minus 11 and 15 to all resistance wasn't even worth slamming, so I decided to just drop it on the ground. Shortly after, in the same map, we go ahead and drop a unique amulet, which turns out to be about as useful in Crescent Moon. Back to the ground it goes. And still on the same map, about 2 minutes later, we finally start the day with a Sir rune drop. We didn't drop many runes the last day, so it was nice to see runes coming back. A couple minutes later, we drop a second amulet, which turns out to be a cat's eye. The day before, we already slammed the cat's eye for cannot be frozen, so I was pretty shocked to do it again the day after. On my next Lucian session, I'm gonna slam all of them, and hopefully one of them will hit something really cool. While hopping into our Razan map, we found a tiara, which is of course Kira's, and a Dracula's Grasp. We go ahead and slam both of them. The Kira had 40 res and minus 15 to cold and lightning, so I thought it was a pretty nice one. The Drac slammed 11 poison res, which is not that impressive. And the Kira's, sadly only 2 sockets, but still a really nice Kira's in my opinion. We go ahead and drop a Jalal's Mask from Indio. And after making sure it's 2 skills, we slam it, but sadly get single fire res slam. Killing Indio again drops us this time an Alma Negra, and since we already hit a free soccer one, I was hoping for maybe a plus skill slam. But you know, you can't get too greedy. And we go ahead and slam, and it doesn't look like it, but it definitely broke. Oh well. A Messerschmitt's Reaver drops, and we immediately break it. I didn't even check how much ED it had. It's a shame because the demand for maul weapons has been really high this season. Our first facet for the day drops, and as I ask people for their guesses on what is actually behind that, we go ahead and ID it, and it's a 4-3 lightning. A little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. Going back to a Geeds event, we go ahead and buy a belt, hoping to get a Sigurd Staunch, or maybe a really nice, nicely rolled T-Gods. We do get the Sigurd Staunch, but it rolls pretty badly outside of the defense roll. And the slam is attacker takes damage, so I just sold it back. I accidentally left the map even though I wasn't finished with it, but we came back afterwards. A unique ring drops in the next one, and it's a Nagel ring, so to the ground it goes. The amount of jewelry that I've left on the ground the past couple of days has been really incredible. A Stormspire drops, and we give it free life after each hit, which is not that useful. From another Goblin event, we get an Ohm rune this time, and I gotta say, we had I think 24, if I remember correctly, 24 Goblin events over the whole day, which was about half of our total maps, which is pretty crazy. But I'm really glad that the Goblin did get buffed the way it did, because it makes the Goblin events a lot more, you know, exciting. Another facet drops, and this time it's a pink jewel, and we're hoping for a nice 5/5. Close enough. 5-4 to poison. After a Mendelin event, which by the way I run at player 8 because, you know, it's a shame to waste a nice Mendelin event. We get a Slayer Guard, that is of course Ariad's face, and we slam it. Sadly, it hits a single res, making it pretty useless. A third facet drops for the day. And I wonder now, do other people get as many facets as I do? Or do I do something special that makes me get all these facets? 5-4 lightning, joining all the other 5-4 and 4-5 that I have in my stash now. But a martyrdom in a Geats event, sadly it came out ethereal. A wave of sneeze took over me. A Dungo's drops, and even though it was 10 PDR I wanted to slam it, it got perfect MF roll, which is kinda cute, but not super useful outside of Mercenary. I normally don't pick up Trank's Claws, but this one were picked up and I slammed them for 10 FCR, which is pretty cool. We sold that I think for 1.5 or 2 high runes. A puzzle box drops in India's room, which is very nice because we've been using puzzle boxes very liberally recently. Another unique amulet drops for the day, and this time it is a rising sun. It's a shame it rolled so badly. A ward drops, and normally you'd want this to be either a druid or a Zon ward since they are the most popular wards that are actually being used. But this one was the paladin ward, which is probably the worst one. There are rare shields that are significantly better than a paladin ward. An Ohm rune drops, the second one for the day, making us about 3 high runes just in the big runes that we dropped. A Phase Blade drops, and this time it's a lightsaber. We go ahead and slam it and find out that it's 4 sockets, which is pretty exciting since this is the best slam. Afterwards, I checked in the market and apparently these are not so expensive, so I can't really sell it for anything, but it was still nice to get the best slam for an item. We get a Health Slayer dropped, and this time it rolled 198 enhanced damage, which is pretty great. Sadly, the slam was attack rating, so we didn't get to enjoy this one. As we were finishing the map, oh, I think this clip was included by accident. That's my bad. As we were finishing the map, we were hopping into the next one since we got a Horizon. And we got a nice Doombringer with near perfect rolls on ED and max life. We go ahead and box it first to hope for 4 sockets. And this time we actually managed to get it for 4 sockets, so we go ahead and slam it. This could be a really nice weapon. Well, I guess not anymore. It's okay. If you don't try, you never win. A string of ears drops, and we slam it for a chance to pierce, which is a pretty nice setup for either beginner Zons or maybe even for a mercenary, Act 1 mercenary. So I was pretty happy with this one. A Lava Gout drops and rolls 5 to maximum to fire, and we slam it with attack rating, which is not bad at all for bossing on melee characters, both in Declone and in Rathma. We slam a Shaco for replenished life, and a Noscoil for faster one walk, which is a pretty nice slam. I sold this one for 1 high rune. Hopefully they're enjoying it right now. We go ahead and kill another Goblin, and this time he drops us our second Surun for the day, making it about 3.5 high runes total that the Goblin dropped for us during this day, between a Surun, an Ohm rune, a bunch of Ghoul runes, Ists, and Mals. 24 Goblin events are no joke. We also managed to get a puzzle box a little bit later. As you can see, we're getting close to our goal at 59.9, and we drop an Executioner's Justice. Sadly, we slam it with minus to lightning resistance, which is completely useless on this weapon. But the important thing is that we had a good grind day, and we actually managed to hit our goal with about 6 hours of grinding. I got a little bit more experience afterwards between Mendelin events and a few other things. Just because I was still on and I hopped on them. But otherwise, we managed to hit our goal comfortably, and we managed to even hit a few nice items and sell a bit of them after the stream. After today, we're going to take a short 2-day break from farming, because I'm going to go away for the weekend. I'm not going to be around. I am going to still upload videos. I'm going to record a few things in advance, so it doesn't seem like I'm slacking in the background, but I do want to take some time off to see my family and friends. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll be back on the grind next week on Sunday, so if you do tune in to the streams, I'll see you then. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Until the next time, have a good whatever you're having, and bye.